Right on to the real, much love to these haters. It's time for the Lakers. It's time for the Lakers. Right on to the real, much love to these haters. It's time for the Lakers. It's time for the Lakers. Right on to the real, much love to these haters. It's time for the Lakers. It's time.
Man, what is happening, my YouTube family? Of course, it is your boy B New. I'm coming at you on this Monday, and first and foremost, as always, want to send out positive vibrations and blessings to anybody who could be listening, and an extra special shout out today for the observance of none other than Dr. Martin Luther King Day, celebrated here in the United States of America. As we all know how profound of a man and a person Dr. King was, but we won't get into all that on today's show. But what we will get into is the Lakers had a game on yesterday, and they faced none other than the Philadelphia 76ers. And I said on yesterday's show that I did not think that they would prevail, but they could keep it close. And that's precisely what happened. Not to make any excuses for the Lakers, but we know a lot occurred over the course of that game. And the biggest thing that stood out to me was LeBron James was a plus 19. The closest person to him on the Lakers. I mean, you had a few other players that was in plus. Westbrook was a plus 3, but for the most part, Troy Brown was a plus. Gabriel was a plus 4, but nobody was double digits plus like LeBron James at a plus 19, meaning that when he was on the floor, the Lakers were winning. And the thing is, over and over again during the course of the game, the Lakers would be winning by 6 or 7 points. LeBron James would sit down. They would start losing by 4 to 5 points. LeBron James would have to come back in. Even you see that in the first quarter now, LeBron James has not been getting his typical rest that he used to at the end of the first. He goes out and probably around the 5.5 minute mark of the first. Then he ends up coming back with a minute and a half left in the first because the game is starting to get out of control. And Darvin Ham knows, well, I can't let this lead get up to 10 or 12, in one quarter. Then it's just too much energy to have to come back. So, he asked LeBron, are you ready? And, of course, he goes back in and does what he does. And, of course, he had a magnificent game on yesterday, 35, 8, and 10. He was so close to having a triple-dub, but Westbrook had one. But at this point, numbers don't matter. But LeBron did become the second player in NBA history to hit 38,000 points. Also, he has been the youngest player to hit every milestone of 1,000 points, the fastest to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, the fastest to 20,000, 25, 30, 35, and now 38,000, the youngest to reach these goals. And I'm telling you, this is something that we won't see for a very long time. So I'm still enjoying watching LeBron James navigate through the NBA night in and night out, considering that all the defense is faced against him as far as, where they bring the double team from, how they force the ball out of his hands, usually knowing that he is going to make the right decision. But unfortunately, we have players that cannot finish when LeBron does make the right decision, except for, I will say, Troy Brown hit a big shot last night when the Lakers were down 4 and it looked like the game was really out of their hands, which ultimately it did be out of their hands. But when they were down 4 and Troy Brown, the defense collapsed on LeBron from the weak side and from the post. And, of course, LeBron James found the open man, Troy Brown, in the corner. He hit the shot, cutting it to 1. So now you think, hey, they are in business. Even if Philly goes down here and scores a 2, they'll only be up by 3, and the Lakers will still have a chance. Lo and behold, this is the irony of the situation. I don't know if everybody realizes this, because we all know by now at the end of the game, it was Russell Westbrook that was, it was Joel Embid that was on Russell Westbrook. But if you flip sides to the play before, it was a mismatch and they got caught up, and it was none other than Embid on Westbrook. And man, you would think that Embid would just body him, take him to the paint, force a double team to come, maybe kick it to that person. But I guess Embiid felt like, well, I got the smaller man over me, I'm going to shoot over him. And Russell Westbrook contest was great without fouling. He put a hand not in his up to contest because he couldn't reach it, but he put it right there in his face so he could not see the basket, which was a great move by Russ. I don't know if you guys saw that and he wasn't getting enough credit, but go back and see it. Great move by Russ. He stopped him and then got the rebound. But unfortunately, we all know what took place next, and that was that of Russell Westbrook coming down the court, Darvin Ham electing not to call a timeout, which to me I think was a bad move. I know a lot of times you got the momentum going, so go ahead and push it. I think if there was an opportunity for a fast break, then you do so. But Philly had got back and got settled into the half-court defense. So maybe, just maybe, you call a timeout. Now, Darvin Ham said afterwards, and he did say during, that Russell Westbrook, he said he'd take it all day, every day, and twice on Sundays in a mismatch with a center on a guard. And he felt that, Russell Westbrook should and could easily be able to get past Joel Embiid. Now, what we do know is Joel Embiid isn't your average center in the NBA, and he is capable of playing good defense. And although he may not be as quick on his feet as a Russell Westbrook, he can still close out. He can block from behind. And I see Russell Westbrook may have been trying to lob to Gabriel, is what a lot of people thought he was trying to do. But Russ said later, now he couldn't even get his hand up to shoot because his wrists were being held. And if you could see from the thumbnail, or you can see right here exactly what Russ is talking about. This kind of reminds me of the show Cops back in the day. Like, he is really cuffing this man up by the wrist. And yet, once again, there is a no call in this situation. And at the end of the day, LeBron, he was pissed. You could tell that he walked off the court immediately. He didn't stay around for the exchange any pleasantries. I'm not sure if he was probably mad at Westbrook, and I'm sure they talked about it later. But at the end of the day, it's still on LeBron not to stand around idle while Westbrook is going to work, because LeBron has been diving all game and Westbrook has been finding cutters. So at this point, when Westbrook was trying to make something happen, the Lakers cannot just stand around. They have to make something happen. Even with 14 seconds left, I know he had the mismatch, but at the same time, you could have came. Gabriel didn't come set a pick. Nobody set a pick. They was leaving it all on Russ. And at this point, can he just swing it around? Because you don't have time to swing it around and get into a play. So players have to dive. They have to get towards the basket, run, make moves, backdoor, whatever you got to do. And who knows, instead of LeBron standing out at the three-point line, if he would have ran to the rim, Russ, I'm sure, finds him, and then LeBron attacks the basket. Who knows? He could be going to the free throw line with opportunity to win the game and one, or even made the shot. But at the end of the day, the Lakers fell short by one. It is what it is. It's what I expected, so not too big of a disappointment. I know the Lakers keep falling, and OKC is steadily rising, which is crazy. You see a young team like OKC doing their thing. They suddenly decide that they want to start winning games, and they're not going to be taken lightly and just being at the bottom of those standings. I keep saying the Lakers aren't that far. They're only 3 games out of 6th place, which is crazy with a lot of basketball left to play. So they're going to have to win the games that's in front of them, and we keep saying AD needs to come back. But when LeBron did the spin around and the 360 layup, AD was spinning all around. Then on the next play, he came, hit him through the spin cycle again, and hit him with another fancy finish. Then here go AD spinning around doing this. Now, if you can walk around on this foot, you can spin around on this foot, you taking shots, man, at some point, you need to go ahead and come to your teammates' defense and get your butt in the game, and let's see what you can do so the Lakers can go ahead and start trying to make this move. It is unfortunate that Austin Reeves went out and Lonnie Walker, because I feel the way the Lakers are playing, that they could be winning some of these games, and I think they're playing a lot better basketball, and their minus is a key piece, because you got to think about it. When Anthony Davis was there hooping, he's missing LeBron James. Now LeBron James hooping, you're missing Anthony Davis. Then you keep missing, at the beginning of the season, you was missing Thomas Bryant and Schroeder. You get them back. Now you're down Lonnie Walker and Austin Reeves. So it just is what it is at this point. I feel like if Austin Reeves had played last night, the Lakers would have got a few more threes. I mean, they was atrocious from 3, 6 out of 20 from 3. Philly 12 out of 34. The Lakers didn't shoot a whole lot, which was good, but being 6 out of 20 is not good. And LeBron James himself was 15 out of 23 from the field at 65%, but only 1 out of 5 from 3. And if he wouldn't have took those 5 threes, think about it, he would have been 15 of 18 from the field, which is amazing. But, I continue to say this, LeBron is dead last in the league in 3-point percentage. Maybe he can get that shot to fall again. I don't know if it's been the foot or the ankle. We know he's not always been the best of 3-point shooters, but, he has to do what he has to do. But last night he just came out so much on fire. I think he had like 14 in the first quarter, maybe even 16. So you knew it was about to be a good game for LeBron, but it just wasn't to be, because he just too much on his shoulders once again, because you got other players that are not simply stepping up to the plate. So at the end of the day, it just is what it is. The Lakers are in action again tonight, taking on none other than the Houston Rockets. in the second night of a back-to-back. We know Houston has been on a 10-game lose streak, I believe it is. So, it should be easy pickings for the Lakers. But at this point, you can't take anything for granted just because you know how it is. And the Lakers on the second night of a back-to-back going against some young legs. We'll see how that works. I want to say Houston played yesterday. But anyway, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I think they did play the Clippers yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So they're on the second night of a back-to-back, too. They played Clippers yesterday. Hopefully that softened them up and the Lakers can take care of them today. But anyway, like I said, I want to wish everybody, man, a happy MLK Day. If you didn't have to work today, good. If you did, keep on keeping on. But at the end of the day, man, I got love for everybody. So as always, just want to say right on to the real. Much love to these haters, and let the Lakers keep on pushing, man. Keep y'all head up. I am not worried. I'm not worried one bit about the season just because of the rankings. Look at Phoenix. Look at Golden State. Golden State, the defending champions. They're doing no better than the Lakers. And if I'm not mistaken, they may be losing currently as we speak. We saw they lost at the Bulls. They cannot win on the road. And with their record, they're not going to have home court advantage, so that doesn't bode well for them. So, where are all the comments for them? Everybody worried about the Lake Show. Let them keep on worrying it because we know what's going to happen when AD get back. But that foul was atrocious. We all know. But no excuses at the end of the day. The Lakers got to do what they got to do and keep pushing. I think they can take care of Houston tonight, take care of the Kings on Wednesday or Thursday. And then it'll be a good game against Memphis. Maybe that'll be a good game for AD to come back. We shall see. But like I said, right on to the real. Much love to these haters. I'm out.